attic. Hattie in the attic. My name is Hattie McGruder, and I am special. And this is what my grandma Nettie says. I spent 2 weeks with her this summer. I didn't want to go, but the time I got back, I was glad I had. Next day I was there, I found a hat in my grandma's attic. It was a magical hat. I'm not making this up, it's really magical. It really was magical. When I got back, I told my friends TJs and Charlie what had happened, but they said that magic isn't real. Well, it is, and they've been misformed and hook-winged and bimblized. I have proof that the hat was magical. The proof is in my diary. Special note. I'm not going to let you read that Tori forgot her gym shoes 3 times in a row last week. And even though she was being misformed and hook-winged and bamboozled, Tori could be embarrassed if anyone knew she had gotten her first ever dimension. Even she doesn't deserve that. Diary day 14. Tony's teenagers and I have had a summer all planned, but Mo, who probably has never had a summer vacation, told me tonight I had to go to Grandma Nettie for 2 weeks. 2 weeks? It might as well be 2 years. The whole summer we began Tori and TJs will be grown up with big short careers by the time I get back. I don't even want to go. Mom, who probably had never had a summer vacation, just came in and told me go to sleep. Big day tomorrow, sweetie, she croaked. Yeah, right. I'll write longer later. Diary day 28. Later, a lot later. I am back. Alright. So I forgot my diary. I forgot to pack my toothbrush too. The 2 weeks went pretty fast. The last night before I flew home, Grandma Nettie cooked a special dinner and I set the table. My grandpa died when I was 3. My Grandma Nettie always set the place for him. I don't remember Grandpa very well, but he loved horses and had a horse of his very own. He loved wearing leather caps and his cowboy hat. Grandma said he took me for a ride on his horse once. I like to remember that, but it's not very well. After dinner, we went to the living room, and both of us read a book. Grandma Nettie fell asleep after only 2 pages on her book. I must have fallen asleep too, because I woke up with my nose smashed on page 34. The page where this character is so scared she pulls the covers over her head like that. That's safer. Grandma Nettie was sound asleep in her chair, so I started prowling around. Grandma calls this getting into mischief. I called it crawling around. That's when I went up into the attic. And all the times I had been to Grandma's house, I never went up to the attic. I guess that I thought the door was just a closet. I climbed up the stairs. It was really spooky, just like the book I was reading. But I wasn't scared, not at all. The attic was empty except for an old sweating stained cowboy hat that just lying there. In the middle of the floor, I don't know why I did, but I put on the hat. Now this is a hard to believe part, but suddenly I wasn't in the attic anymore. I was standing in the middle of a grassy meadow. I heard a pounding of a horse's hoofs and turned around. Rode up a man on a horse with a red bandana tied around his neck. His hair was blowing back and he had a big smile on his face. The horse was so beautiful. It was gold-colored and had golden mane and tail. It ran with its head high and its tail snapping in the wind. The man rode right up to me and skidded to a stop. The horse shuffled his hooves like it wanted to run some more. The man looked down at me, and as if it was possible, his smile seemed to grow even brighter. "Hi," he said, "you must be Hattie. You sure have grown up." I didn't say anything. My heart was pounding in my mouth. The man laughed, not a mean laugh, but a low, happy laugh that made me feel good. "You know," he said, I sure could use your hat." With that, he reached down and grabbed it. This will do just fine," he said. As he put it on, "Tell you what, I'll trade you." He pulled the bandana off his neck, reached down and tied it around my neck. "Isn't much," she said, "but when you wear it, you'll never forget me." He spun his horse ready to ride away, but he stopped. Then he reached into his shirt pockets and pulled out the picture. "Give this to your grandma. Tell her there's a note on the back." He squeezed his legs and the horse leaped into a gallop. Just like that, he was gone. And just like that, I woke up sitting on the couch with my book flopped over in my lap. My grandma woke up with a start. She looked at me smilingly, and her eyes got really big. "Where do you get a bandana?" she asked. She reached and grabbed the ends of the red bandana that was tied around my neck. It was then I realized she had the picture clutched in my right hand. I unfolded. The picture was of a handsome man sitting on a horse. I gulped and handed it to my grandma, who had big tears in her eyes. I could barely make out the writing on the back. It says, "I love you, Nettie, and I always have, always will." Well, I'm back now, and I wear the bandana every day so I won't forget it. Teachers and Tori said my story was touching, but they're pretty sure it was a dream. But who cares? They had just been misformed and hook-winged and bamboozled. My diary proves it. Anyway, we have agreed to disagree, and next week we're going to our third unusual back to school picnic. I can't wait. Can't wait. Love, Hattie told my brother.